Hey guys, Justin here over at Utopian Villas. Have Eric here, VP of Sales and Marketing, and we're doing something different. We're going to talk about questions that we get from you guys, both on the phone and the emails that we receive, and just thought this would be a good idea to do some live Q&A between both of us and answer some of those questions. So Eric, explain a little bit about what we're doing here.
Yeah, so we're going to create a mini series. We're going to call it Tiny Homes, Big Answers. So the goal of the next couple weeks here, we're going to drop an episode of this mini series answering the frequently asked questions that you guys have for us in regards to our product, okay? So we're going to try to make it fun. We might laugh, me and him, we just don't stare at each other this often, so just forgive us on that side, but we want to give you a more in-depth answer than just the old boring FAQ section we have on our website like everyone else does. So we're hoping that this gives you a little bit more information so that you guys can have a really good idea and be comfortable with your decision before you make that call and say, hey, I'm ready to buy one.
Yeah, so we got two questions this week. They're going to deal with shipping. So first question, Eric, how far will you ship a Utopian Villa?
Oh, perfect. That's an easy one. So we're going to go ahead. We ship our units all over the United States, okay? No problem whatsoever. I'll even ship it out of country. We just have never really had a customer that's been serious enough to have us go through all the procedures that would be necessary to get it out of the country.
Yeah, I mean, sure it's not a cheap thing. I mean, if I asked you to say out of country, I mean, Hawaii, is that something somebody could really do?
Yeah, I mean, Hawaii is definitely a possibility. Matter of fact, a few years back, we looked into Hawaii on the barge and all of that. So is there a cost associated with it? Heck yeah, there is. But the cost of building it in that location may outweigh it, or they just can't find anyone else that builds something like Utopian Villa, you know?
Yeah, no, true enough. What items should be concerning when we're thinking about my home and when it arrives? Like what, when I ask that to you, is what, thinking I'm ordering a tiny home, it's coming to my property, is there anything that I should be concerned with, before it arrives?
Yeah, so a few of the things that we really try to have you guys prepared with, and we do definitely help with this kind of in preparation as the unit's coming, is making sure that we have that nice level pad for you to have your villa on. So whether we are personally going to be setting up on site for you, or you're just outside of that range and you're gonna have someone locally do it, we wanna ensure that you have everything prepared for the mechanical hookups, the entry into the property, and other than that, I mean, those are really the basic things. We're gonna do a little bit of preparation prior, whether it be via pictures or Google Earth, just to make sure that everything is good to go when it comes to the truck pulling in with a big park model or maybe just a travel trailer.
Yeah, because the park models are big going down the road, right? I mean,
the park models can definitely cause some problems, but nothing that we haven't been able to find a solution to.
Yeah, they're exciting, guys. If you haven't seen some of our videos online, seeing those things go down the road, they're pretty impressive. So, what about durability? We know most of our customers choose to do drywall as their interior finish because everybody wants it to look like a house, right? They don't, there's some people that want it more rustic or more the shiplap interior, but most of our customers want that home feel, which is going to be drywall, so they can paint different colors, they can do whatever. But you said these things can go 2,000, 3,000 miles. I mean, what does that look like when it gets there? I mean, it's just drywall, right? I mean, you can punch through it.
Yeah. So one of the big things, and it's maybe more on the boring side of it, but the sheer strength that our Utopian Villas have, it all starts with the foundation, right? So as many of you know, our founding company, Vertical Works Inc., we build full-size custom homes, always have, always will. But when building a house, the foundation is hands down the most important part. So just because we're building a park model doesn't mean that we're not thinking foundation. And that's where our patented floor system comes into play. And you guys can find a lot more info on that on our website. But that patented floor system tied in with a few other steps and products that we use personally, that's going to give it that sheer strength to where, I mean, the unit that we just shipped to Reno, 2 cracks, 2,100 miles? How many miles was it?
Yeah, that's right, guys. That was just last week, 2 cracks.
2 cracks. I mean, that says it all. And again, not hating on anything else in the industry, but I've seen what some other units look like when they get delivered, and you might as well not drywall the thing, because there's just cracks everywhere. So again, we're building a home. It's a different product. We're not just building something that's temporary. It's something that we want you guys to feel like is just like the home that you're living in now, and that's super important to us.
Yeah, and remember, I mean, we do tiled showers, can do tiled floors in these houses. I mean,
We did tile on the exterior of a house.
yeah,
before.
that's
I
true.
mean,
Yeah, we did tile on an exterior house, so that just gives you kind of the strength of it. So question 2 for the day: what's it cost to ship a Utopian Villas? Now, I hear you talking about park models, talking about travel trailers. Obviously, there's a difference, but what does that look like?
Yeah, so we'll start right with that question. So park model, travel trailer, 2 separate ends of the spectrum. A travel trailer RV is going to be something it's RVI certified. It's DOT regulated, so meaning that it cannot be any wider than 8'6" wide, and it cannot be any taller than 13'6" tall. That means that it can just be bumper pulled with a regular pickup truck, whether it be a dually, half ton, quarter ton. It depends how big the thing is, right? A normal little RV that you buy from an RV dealership, you can use your Ford F-150. That's not the case with the Utopian Villa, guys. Okay?
No, is a fifth wheel the same?
Fifth wheel's gonna be the same in regards to the kind of truck you may need size-wise, but you'll need to have that gooseneck attachment, so you'll need to have that ball inside the bed of the truck. You can't pull it with just a regular bumper pull truck. So the travel trailers aren't bad, okay? You're looking at somewhere right around that $2 to $4 a mile, and you can even pick it up yourself if you like. So we're gonna definitely give you some recommendations on that. Many people, again, that buy our units or any tiny homes for that matter, don't move them more than once. So whether it is a travel trailer or a park model, the cost isn't usually a thing that we think about too much because it's not consistently moving over and over. It's kind of a one and done deal, but you also have the luxury of moving it if you need to. So the travel trailers are definitely going to be cheaper, but you are sacrificing the width and size of things. So you get to the park models. Anything bigger than 8'6" wide or taller than 13'6" tall is going to be an oversized load. Now, an oversized load can mean a couple things. So you could potentially need a height pole depending on how tall it is. Our Denali, we max that out. That unit's just under 16 feet tall. That's how we can accomplish the 12, 13 foot ceilings. 16 feet tall. I mean, you know how many people I've had at the factory that stand next to it and say, holy crap, this thing feels gigantic. And all I knew was Utopian Villas, and the more and more we expose ourselves to other RVs and other park models, you start to realize that most companies don't push farther than 14'6" tall. So that extra 2-3 feet, it makes a big difference. And that does give us a little bit with the shipping side of things. So a typical park model, again, just depending on a few different things, situation-wise, you're going to be somewhere in that $8 to $10 a mile.
Okay. So significantly more expensive.
Yeah, most definitely. And you are moving a much bigger home, and to what I would say is kind of a realistic tiny home. In my opinion, I believe that a park model is a realistic tiny home, whereas a travel trailer, just for me, my personal opinion, it'd be difficult to have as a full-time, everyday home. That 400 square feet, perfect. I could do that all day.
Yeah. And like you said, I mean, the park models are one and done.
Yep.
So, if it costs somebody, God, who knows, 10,000, maybe even 20,000 to ship the park model, yeah, it's expensive up front, but that's your home.
Yep.
I mean, that's forever, right?
And no property tax.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Well, in some states, right?
In some states,
So-
that's right.
So I mean, and I kind of just alluded to this, but I mean, how far have we seen people ship these, right? It's a cost thing, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, what kind of distance are we talking?
Yeah, I mean, we have units in New York, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Oregon. I mean, I think the unit we shipped at Oregon is it's about as far as you can possibly go from Wisconsin. I think that was 2,400 miles. I mean, it can go a long distance. So West Coast, East Coast, North, South, wherever. I mean, we go all over the place.
Yeah. I guess it helps a little bit. We have 2 plants, one in Wisconsin, one in Texas. They kind of split the country, so it helps a little bit with that. So.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. Well, good guys. Well, this is going to wrap up today in our new mini series. Hopefully, you guys liked it.
All right.
Eric, anything to say before we sign off here for the day?
No, love you guys' feedback. This is the first of many series that we have here to come. So with different FAQs, if you guys have questions that you want to make sure that we answer, definitely hit us up with that. If I'm talking too much, talking too less, not giving you the facts, let us know. Your feedback is always welcomed. Otherwise, thanks for watching, guys.
Sounds good. Take care.